Hello everyone, welcome to another Extraordinary Adventures video, and in this video we're going to go ahead and talk about the exotic Muramasa. To get the exotic Muramasa, you'll need Muramasa, which I actually have right now, and of course a shiny diary, which I am getting right now. Now the shiny diary is right over there, the pink thing you're seeing in the screen. Go ahead and equip the shiny diary, but once you equip it, you'll be able to get yourself the exotic Muramasa, which is working right now. As you can see, the light thing there, it's working, and it's telling me that you're gonna get yourself the exotic Muramasa. But I think I kinda broke it. Let's see one more time. I'm not 100% sure whether or not it's working, of course, because this game here is discontinued. They're not gonna continue on this. They're working on trying to make Extraordinary 2. So it's not working. So I'm gonna reset. I'm going to reset to see whether or not it's broken or anything like that, and then go ahead and come back to the position, the item spawn. We're going right now. Go faster, I guess. Get ourselves shiny diary. Use that shiny diary. Okay, boom! As you can see there, and when we click, as you can see, it's turned green instead of just having black, and when you click Q, boom, it's green instead of having a normal looking sword. Now, the same as Muramasa, exotic Muramasa has 3 moveset. But before that, we're gonna go ahead and look at different stuff, which is the Zay. There's no Zay. The Zay is different. Boop. There's no block. You can dash when you click C. There's no posing. Yeah, that's kind of boring. Now let's go ahead and go talk about the moveset. Now, exotic Muramasa has 3 passive moveset. The first one is passive A, but this one is called the Sharp Strike. So what this does is it will leave your opponent bleeding, which means that when you try to attack your opponent and they're still dealing damage, it's because they're bleeding, they're losing blood from their body. So they're bleeding, you're still dealing damage with them, it's just that you're not attacking them when they're dealing damage. Now let's go ahead and go to the passive B1. For the passive B1 is the offensive stance. When you're in an offensive stance, which I am right now, it will give you more movement speed, move speed, and it will give you unique moves. While when you're on passive B2, it's the defensive stance. When I click Z, it will turn into the defensive stance. And what the defensive stance does, it will give you less move speed, and it will give you more defense, which is defense buff, and makes you immune to stun. So simple as that. Now let's just go ahead and talk about, of course, how it looks like when you're just normal slashing. Kinda slow, I don't like it a lot, but the trail is pretty nice and cool. Now, when you click Z, once again I told you, when you click Z, you change stance. As you can see here, I'm on the defensive stand because the sword is glowing. When I click Z again and the sword is not glowing, it means that I'm on offensive stance. Simple as that. So we're working on the offensive stance right now. So the first thing I'm going to talk about on the offensive stance is, of course, the first move, which is the quick slash. For the quick slash, all you need to do is click E, and boom, you just do 1 quick slash, dealing great damage. Now let's go to the next one, which is the R1. For the R, you need to click R, of course, and what this does is, it's called Don't Move, and what this does is, it does 1 deep attack, and it will deal good damage towards your opponent. And when your opponents start moving, they will instantly go to ragdoll, which of course stuns them. They will not be able to move at all. Let's go to the next one, which is the T move. For this one, you just click T and you'll do a spinning barrage, and you just do this rotating attack. Once it does hit an opponent, it will ragdoll them, and this thing deals immense damage to them. The next move I'm going to talk about is the Slashing Spree. For this one, you'll need to click F, and it does a lot of this barrage of attacks. And of course, each of the slashes deals small amount of damage, but in the end, in total, it has a little bit higher damage than what you expected it to have. Now let's go ahead and talk about the defensive stance move. Now, when you click Z and this glowy thing shows up, it means you're in the defensive stance. When you click E, it's still the same. It's a quick slash. It's a little bit more quicker than it was earlier, but still it's a quick slash. And then the bleeding effect will be activated once it, of course, hit the opponent that you're hitting. This also stuns your opponent, so yeah, they will not be able to move for quite a while. When you go ahead and click R, it does this quick side slash and it deals great damage, and it also ragdolls your opponent. Now let's go with the T one. When you click T, it does lung damage, so this does 2 quick slashes, and this thing here deals good damage in total, but it does not include the bleeding effect. Now the last move that we're gonna go ahead and talk about is the overkill. Once again, I cannot really show you how the overkill looks like because we don't have an opponent that can actually deal damage towards us, and I don't have an out that I can use right now to test it out. Plus, this game is not gonna be continued unless this game is not continued, so I don't think they're gonna update it or anything that has opponents that can actually damage you. So there's no use to actually show you guys how it looks like. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about this, and of course do video uploads. So what it normally does is it unleashes the ultimate barrage of slashes, damaging your opponent and dealing high damage on them. But yes, that would be it for this video. I have talked about the exotic Muramasa. I don't really have anything else to talk about this spec, since I really have nothing to talk about it anymore. If you want to know more about this exotic Muramasa, I would really recommend it. I would really recommend you to watch a different YouTuber, but I'm not 100% sure whether or not there will be a YouTuber making a video about this. I think I'm the only one.